Howdy ho, Furious Pete here with another beer review. That's right, like I said, I used to have a beer review channel, but can't remember the password to that account, and the email associated with that account was my university email, and that email has been deactivated. Therefore, there is no real way of getting that account back, but that's okay. I'm just going to do reviews here, and you're just going to have to listen. If you don't want to listen, you can just turn off the video right now. Anyways, let's get right into this review. First of all, I love IPAs, India Pale Ales. Basically, a very hoppy beer makes Pete very happy. A lot of my buddies pretty much go up to me and when I'm drinking a beer or a new beer, they go, "Hey, Pete, is it hoppy? Is it hoppy?" It's the best, it's the first thing they ask me. They're like, I'm drinking a Canadian. Is it hoppy? I'm like, no, Canadians aren't fucking hoppy. You don't know anything about beer. A hoppy beer, for the most part, is an amazing beer. I love Dogfish 90 Minute. It's probably one of my favorite IPAs. There's a few other IPAs that I really enjoy, but Dogfish 90 Minute is probably one of my favorites. But this just showed up at the LCBO. LCBO meaning the only place we can buy booze in Ontario, and the beer store. But this is called Hops and Rubbers Extra Delicious IPA. It is by Double Trouble Brewing Company, and 5.7% alcohol. I've never seen this beer before at the LCBO, so I decided to pick it up. If you guys have tried this before, please let me know in the comment box below. Anything cool on this can? You're holding Canada's most seasonable IPA. Hops and Rubbers is truly unique and refreshing, the result of craft brewing at its finest. It is a golden IPA with an exceptional, rich and complex character. Fruity aromas of lemon with hints of pineapple combined smoothly with toasty caramel and malt flavors. Made with pride and panache. Double Trouble Brewing flagship brand Hops and Rubbers is refreshingly delicious. Alright, enough of that bullshit. Let's see what it actually tastes like. I don't care what the can really says. Although a can is a big selling point. Or I mean a bottle, just a label in general. But it is often a very big selling point. Typical color of an IPA, more of a darker color. I like it when they're really, really cloudy. Actually, no, that's more of a wheat beer. But this is a good color for an IPA. I'm usually pretty happy with a color like this. I like it a little darker sometimes, then I know it's going to be extra tasty. That's right. That is right. But yeah, nice color with this beer. A lot of carbonation, but let's give it a go. That's tasty. That is tasty. It's not overly hoppy at all. You got that hoppiness. But the aftertaste is, the aftertaste reminds me too much of a domestic beers like Canadian and all that. I gotta do another one, I'm sorry. The initial taste is good. I like it. It's not overly hoppy. I like it a little bit more hoppier, but it's still good for a Canadian IPA. But I don't like that aftertaste, that Canadian aftertaste, that, typical domestic beer aftertaste. It doesn't do it for me. It's not horrible though. I mean, I'll drink the rest of this beer with pleasure, but not something. It's not going to be my go-to beer. Not at all. Yeah, that is my opinion on exactly what I said. That's my opinion on the Hops and Rubbers beer in a can, tall boy. If you're wondering, that is my phone. It is time to conclude this beer review number 2. I hope you enjoyed this classical evening with Furious Pete. As always, stay sexy, stay hungry, and of course, get